皆様、おはようございます。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Fujitsu Forum 2016. Thank you very much for your attendance. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank you for your support and patronage towards our Fujitsu products and services. Once again, thank you very much. Now, this year's Fujitsu Forum's theme is Driving Digital Transformation. The implication behind this theme is that we are more than willing to forcefully pursue digital transformation. A major change is about to happen in the history of mankind. How do we proceed in such times? We do want to think with you, and at the same time, we would like to advance with you during this change. The history of mankind began 40,000 years ago. After the Ice Age, our ancestors, the so-called Homo sapiens, created the first society by hunting and gathering plants. After that, mankind, with each embrace of new technology, has advanced society. When we look back in history, it is said that there were three major turning points for humans. The first was a society that embraced agriculture and cattle breeding. Domestication was encouraged, villages, towns, and countries were established as a result. The second change was the Industrial Revolution. Mankind equipped itself with a new power source, the steam engine. The way we produce, the way we work, and the way we live had changed. Now, the third change was brought about by the evolvement of telecommunication technology and the calculator. We are now able to tap into abundant information, and in the business environment, our productivity enhanced greatly. Now it is said that the fourth change is about to happen, and that is digital transformation. The many drastic changes that mankind had experienced in the past has changed the way we live and has changed the way we think as well. The changes that are about to occur as I speak are also historical changes and turning points on par with what I've just described. We may not feel this strongly right now, but in 10, 20 years down the road, we will look back and say in hindsight that that was a major shift and change, and we are in the midst of that change. Now let me show you a quick video illustrating the change image.
Data is all around us. At Fujitsu, we know when we connect it with people, amazing digital transformations can happen. Like helping parents to look after their children, wherever they are. Or gathering information to help retailers give customers exactly what they want. Working with farmers to monitor livestock and increase productivity. Applying advances in big data analysis to keep workers safe anywhere on Earth. And making entire cities work more fluidly than was ever thought possible. Harnessing data through human-centric innovation to turn the previously unthinkable into reality.
Now, this fourth change is already manifesting. Our future society and your respective businesses are about to undergo a dramatic change. In light of these changes, there is a strong message that I would like to relay to you. But before I go into these details, let me introduce to you what we at Fujitsu are doing to embrace this fourth change. Let me start with AI. We at Fujitsu have a very strong presence in media processing. In other words, the ears and eyes of humans. The video that you're seeing behind me right now is a depiction of a vehicle understanding its surroundings while in motion. AI captures surrounding vehicles and people and instantaneously interprets and understands this environment. Technology, as an alternative to humans, can be utilized in transport safety, security, and medical, and we believe that there will be a major breakthrough as well in these fields. Now let me introduce to you a new Fujitsu technology focusing on how AI learns. In the world of AI, deep learning has propagated. Deep learning is very good at processing voice and images. So for instance, if you input voluminous image data, it is possible to depict what is a dog or what is a flower. But at the same time, there are some disadvantages to deep learning as well. Deep learning is very weak in understanding extreme changes in data. I am wearing a sensor on my wrist. This sensor understands when I walk and run, but also when I ride the escalator or when I ride the elevator and go up to the 30th floor. These extreme data shifts could not be understood with conventional data. So, we at Fujitsu developed a new deep learning technology. Behind me, you're seeing the two differences between these technologies. Now, the upper half shows you the conventional technology. The bottom shows you the new Fujitsu technology. Now, the numbers on the right show the ratio of how accurate the data was understood. And I believe that these data points prove the validity of this new Fujitsu data. In the era of IoT, sensor data will grow dramatically, and we do believe that such technologies will be put to good use. Now let me move on to a very important topic, which is security. There is no day that goes by without us hearing about some sort of cyber security breach. Everywhere around the world on a daily basis, a new type of threat is detected. We understand the importance of security. We try what we can do. However, it is extremely difficult to mitigate a brand new type of attack. So again, at Fujitsu, we have developed a new technology that can detect very quickly a brand new type of cyber attack. All of the communications logs are analyzed using AI. It detects patterns that are abnormal or unusual. and assumes that perhaps something extraordinary is occurring. By using such a technique, it is now possible to quickly detect a brand new type of attack. We are also focusing on how technology can be more easily used. One arena is the robot. With industrial robots, they have supported the stimulation of economic activities. But for the future, robots will bridge the virtual and the real world, and at the same time, they will be with us as humans, and the importance of their existence is on the rise. For us at Fujitsu, we are also focusing on robot technology that is kind to humans. Now, needless to say, in the era of IoT, a huge amount of data is being generated, and this is basically a jewel box that can generate major values. Unfortunately, only a portion of this data generated is being utilized. To create a rich society using IoT, we do have to resolve the data utilization bottleneck. Fujitsu have, from a very early stage, established a platform to utilize big data. One of them is this, where you see information overlaid on a map. This platform is currently being applied to solve many problems across the world. For instance, in Indonesia, this supports smooth highway operations, and in Singapore, it is utilized to safely guide many people. And in a city in northern Africa, it is utilized to optimize train operations. In the era of IoT, we need to focus on mitigating the burden placed upon people as well. So this is a quick example of what we are doing for sports. This is a technology that senses the athlete's movements. And as you can see, this is gymnastics. The angle of the body, the rotation, as well as the skills can be automatically identified. And you can note that the athlete is not wearing any type of sensor or marker. In other words, it does not impede the athlete's concentration. Using technology more naturally, more intuitively. We believe that virtual reality is the key to make this transformation. Starting from the manufacturing site to education to healthcare, Fujitsu have been applying very aggressively such new technologies. And we will continue to make sure that such advanced technologies are very useful and easy to use. To realize innovative business, we also realize that it is important to collaborate across borders, across verticals. So to create new business fields, we are participating in many communities. For instance, the world is very keen to learn about automatic or autonomic creation of things, and there is much movement towards standardization of such initiatives. One example is the Industrial Internet Consortium, and we, Fujitsu, are participating as a core member. Our factories in Yamanashi and Shimane here in Japan have been designated as visibility testbeds. We ourselves are very proactive in establishing ecosystems as well. I'm showing you 4 on the screen at the moment. In the interest of time, let me highlight 2. The Tech Shop. This is a membership manufacturing studio. It is a field for innovation, and we have opened the site in Roppongi. The second is the MetaArc Venture Community. We collaborate with domestic and global startup companies, and this is a scheme to support them. They will use our cloud business platform and leverage our services. And by having many venture companies joining hands, we will further be able to enrich the services that we have to offer. We at Fujitsu are also collaborating with major top players around the world in the area of ICT. And for Fujitsu Forum 2016, we have many global players sponsoring this event, and I would like to thank these sponsors. The digital world is expanding, and needless to say, there's only so much that one company can do, so we will further enhance and enrich our collaborative efforts with our partners. Now, up to this point, I've explained to you what we at Fujitsu are doing to embrace this fourth change. Now, let me move on to the message that I want to portray to all of you. The digital business era, which is beyond our imagination, means that the rules of the game will change as well. It also means that there will be immense impact on your respective businesses. Now there are many changes that will occur, but at the same time there will be areas that cannot change and should not change. So what needs to change? Business models will evolve, and I believe the connection and the value that connection brings to us is key. By combining several services and innovation, the augmented effect will exceed anything beyond our imagination. It is not just about things. It also means the knowledge that your companies have. And this knowledge will connect, and that will create this value. This means that we need to be flexible in our thinking. We need to overcome boundaries between organizations and verticals and attain collaboration. The key to success is how quickly we can establish such a model. We at Fujitsu are very willing to promote and support this change with you. Now, what must not change? Regardless of how your surrounding environments may have changed, I'm sure that there are values that you have adhered to. Through your core businesses, you adhere to specific values, for instance, offering safety and comfort to your customers, or perhaps protecting health and lives, or supporting the quality of life of the population. These are things that just must not change. It is true that digital transformation will bring about a drastic environmental change, but the essence of this is the fact that it will further advance and support the values that you subscribe to attain.
At Fujitsu, there are things that we have treasured that has remained unchanged. That is, always that we will need to challenge the forefront of technology, at the same time pursue with our customers. When I joined in Fujitsu, the brand message was, as you can see, reliability and creativity. Creativity is in order to challenge new technology and in order to create an enriching future for all of us. At the same time, reliability is to pursue this journey with our customers to win trust from our customers. Afterwards, we had turning dreams into reality, everything on the internet, and also now shaping tomorrow with you are some of the words that we have hoisted as our brand promise. But with that being said, challenge toward a new forefront of technology and to pursue this journey with customers, these two set of value has remained unchanged. Here, I would like to show you a video reel. The shooting took place over 20 years ago. Now, we have been focusing on what the autonomous driving can do, but at that time, Fujitsu worked with an automotive company and have already realized this autonomous driving. Fujitsu always at each of the era, with customers, we have been challenging for the forefront of its new technology. And this video is the testimonial in terms of our approach that we have taken over the years. Fujitsu, we would like to be a partner that is trusted by our customers, but in order to do so, we will need to further advance our skill and also try to sophisticate our professional disciplines even further. And on top of that, Fujitsu are now working on 3 themes. The first is continuously, we would like to support digital innovation, and we would like to earnest exert effort in developing new state-of-the-art technology. Secondly, this technology, most security and safely and ease of use needs to be offered within this technology. And the third is that with customers and with our partners, we would like to co-create a new business model that will transform our future world. For that, we would like to also have change our Fujitsu structure. Technology and business model needs to be pursued by the new R&D structure. And based on that, the actual business operation and development will be pursued by the business group. And around the world, to all our customers, the front offices that will deliver these services, we would like to enhance consistency in these areas, especially in terms of the front office. We would like to pursue in further achieving high proficiency in each of the discipline. From a few years ago, healthcare, agriculture, and also innovation in manufacturing are each of the themes that we have dedicated professional teams working with our account and working with each of the local geographies in order to support our customers. In multiple fields and discipline, we would like to expand our scope of this proficiency in each of these specific areas. Most of us today has been considering in the midst of the transformation of this conventional system environment to new digital innovation. Operating the conventional system, at the same time, you will need to tackle on this new digitalization world. Many of the customers are in the midst of this concern. And us, with our customers, we have embraced and understood the issues of the customer. We wanted to seek joy in trying to tackle this issue that is confronting our customer. For a journey with digital innovation, we would like to think with our customers. And although the hurdle may be high, we would like to do our utmost in rolling up our sleeves and making sure that these challenges will be overcome with our customer. As I've said, digital innovation will enable and realize a new smart society. And the clue in making this an enriched future for all of us is in the hands of each one of us living today. Fujitsu has hoisted a vision called human-centric. In everything that we do, we need to think from the perspective human or people being the core and the center. With the development of artificial intelligence and the time that we see a development in automation, technology needs to support people very strongly and will be able to achieve a higher order of creativity and also capability for all of us. Technology will make people happy. This is my firm belief. And that is the reason why I have spent most of our time in this ICT industry. Once again, coming back to these very basics, technology that enable happiness to the people and innovation that makes people happy. This is the area that I'm persistent on. From that perspective, Fujitsu with our customers and from our community, we want it to be a company that is being trusted by the society and by customers. An enriching society that is being realized by digital innovation, we would like to together with you create this world with Fujitsu. We would like to pursue into the new digital world. I hope that you'll be able to guide us and you'll be able to support us going forward. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Now, the specifics will be presented to you by Mr. Sakai. So, Mr. Sakai, the floor is yours.
皆さんおはようございます。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am in charge of Global Marketing Department. Thank you very much. My name is Sakai. I would like to talk about some of the case studies of digital innovation and the role Fujitsu had to play. I would like to talk on a more specific notion. Well, this time at Fujitsu Forum, the theme is human-centric innovation, driving digital transformation. In realizing digital transformation, some of the clues and hints will be offered as much as possible through this Fujitsu Forum. And this Fujitsu Forum, the operation of the forum itself, we are pursuing on digitalization. The main stage in the hall, MC and AI will have a dialogue and will be giving you some highlight and explaining about this forum. And also utilizing beacons, which exhibition that most people are interested in and how busy the hall is, we will be able to visualize that. And this time, the special profile information of the customers that has been submitted previously and the routes and the location information all combined together, there's a special robot to usher you to the most recommended site. This graph is the result of survey conducted Gartner, asking questions to the CEO around the world. The sales through digitalization have increased over the years. In 2019, the result is that it's going to exceed 40%. And also not only private companies, but public sector CIOs have also shared the notion that the digitalized process within 5 years will reach 77%. As you can see, through digital innovation, we will be able to expand and transform businesses, and there's high anticipation expectation to that as well. Related to digital innovation, last year, we have over 300 POC and POB that has been implemented with our customers, and there are some specific execution that has led to great success. In terms of the deliverables that is generated from digital innovation, I believe there are specifically 4 areas. First of all, the transformation of business model. Utilizing digital technology, a business model that's different from the conventional business model could be created. And also, in order to seek business excellence, technology will be able to support the judgment made by each of the respective employees and enhance their ability. And also, there is a stronger affinity with customer. Utilizing data, we'll be able to further enhance and understand the customers in order to offer a state-of-the-art user experience. Last but not least, the product superiority. Through digital product and services, will be able to enhance its competitive advantage. And there are several specific cases which I would like to highlight given this opportunity. First of all, a new business model has been created through this example. Leo Palace 21 Corporation, on top of the condominium roof, they have deployed solar power generation, and they will be able to sell electricity to have new revenue source. At the same time, offer new added value for the residents. Already 4,500 condominiums are already deploying the system. Well, realizing this business model, Fujitsu have advocated new business model. We have jointly considered this possibility with Leo Palace 21. Specifically, the owners of the condominium will rent rooftop to Leo Palace, and there will be a rental fee. And also strike to the green and clean image of the condominium. Leo Palace, without making major capital investment, will be able to kickstart a solar power generation business. At the same time, Fujitsu, by means of energy management system, offering this system, we will also be able to support the ICT-related discipline. There is going to be an ecosystem that is created which benefits for all. The next example is U.S. Texas. It's the Richardson Police Department. Within Texas, it is the largest police department. Here, originally, vehicles and weapons, this equipment has been manually managed. Therefore, when the police officers were dispatched to the field, they have to confirm this equipment, which then prohibit them to go to and take to the field. This time, in order to manage the equipment, RFID has been introduced. So they are able to cut 50 minutes of their time to take it to the fields. This solution was actually created by the Fujitsu Globe Ranger, who has a track record in working with the U.S. Department of Defense, offering 6 different tags for uniform weapons and vehicles. And utilizing RFID readers, by confirming the equipment, they have been able to curtail the time spent to a very significant level. So there are digitalization efforts ongoing in the police department as well. At Nikkei BP with Fujitsu, we have been realizing digital innovation. Nikkei business publication, Nikkei BP, the printed media that they issue is over 40, and the subscribers account to 2 million people. And as you may know already, by means of web and digital media, they have offered multiple events. But unfortunately, these customer data are all segregated by each mediums. Well, Nikkei BP, this dispersed database are integrated together for management, and they have introduced DMP, Data Management Platform. And this new marketing system, leveraging on this marketing system, analyzing the interest and the behavior of the readers, conducting new promotion, they were able to see twofold of the effect compared to the conventional ways. Well, this time with Nikkei BP and Fujitsu, we have worked as one in introducing the agile style of development. And as a result of that, the establishment of DNP, since its inception, only 3 months were required in order to achieve a tangible result. Last but not least, I would like to give you a case by Kawasaki City from the local government. Those families with small children, it was special child care portal for smartphone. It's an information offering service. Last year, the verification demonstration has been conducted, and over 90% of users have highly evaluated the system. And starting from this April, it was fully deployed. And for this case, we have a special video for the commercial reel. So I would like to show you this video. Since the newborns are with the family, I had no time. What are you doing? Why could not I say thank you? They're not leveraging information for child rearing. ICT, every mother did not have information that they require. Only required information on the mother will be provided. Fujitsu is going to aggregate ICT information with location, information, age, and region. There is going to be a relevant information being offered. Also, there will be a visible information about the milking space and where you can change baby diapers. Information should not only be disseminated, but it should create new value, supporting each one of us and making this city vital. Can you hug me, Mom? What happened to you? Thank you. Thank you. A new innovation that's centered around on people with ICT. The base platform of this service utilizes Fujitsu's cloud service called Spatial. With local government and related institution, some of the child rearing informations are being fed in as means of linked open data. And the location information of the users on the map is going to be relevantly being visualized. So far, we have been able to introduce some of the successful, case study of digital innovation. But looking at overall Japan, these samples are just few of them. Based on the survey that we have conducted last week, the Japanese enterprise customer embracing digital innovation, the strategically implemented in some departments, answers were 34%. And those people who are planning are 30%. And those not yet planned is 36%. So there are many companies still hovering in the level of not yet planned.
So then, what is the issue that faces these customers? I have put together some representative voices from our customers. We do not have the skill and the know-how to accommodate digital transformation. It just takes too long from assessment to validation. So in other words, there is an issue or challenge pertaining to people and know-how. Secondly, existing system costs. And these existing systems are suppressing new investments in new areas. So this is the second challenge. Now, based on a specific survey result, we at Fujitsu created this chart, and it asks executives across the world, how much time did it take for them to make this digital transformation? And as you can note, Japan is quite behind other countries. When we compare ourselves to Asia, Asia is not bound by legacy environments, which means that digital transformation is proceeding more quickly than Western countries. And all in all, this means that Japanese companies are just behind the game. What is needed for companies now is driving digital transformation, and we need to expedite to survive in this competitive era. So then, what can we at Fujitsu do to support the advancement of digital transformation within our customer environment? As a platform for this purpose, we announced MetaArc last year. MetaArc is a coined word. Meta means to exceed, and arc means to connect. The intent behind this word is we want to go across the boundaries of organizations, companies, and industries and create a digital platform to manifest digital transformation. If I were to depict the concept, it will look something like this. IoT and AI, new technologies will be utilized, and a very quick and speedy establishment of SOE. At the same time, existing mission-critical as well as data information systems SOR cloud transformation will be forcefully supported through this platform as well. APIs will be used to collaborate SOE, SOR on the cloud. Now, the core of MetaArc is the Cloud K5. We have accommodated open source, which means that we can rapidly accommodate new state-of-the-art technologies onto the cloud. We are also a major core member of the open source community, and we are contributing to functions for mission-critical systems. In the OpenStack, we are a board member, and in the Cloud Foundry, we are participating as a project manager. Today, we would like to propose to you these two ideas. And we would like to focus on a MetaArc, which will support the advancement of digital transformation. The first topic is migrating existing systems onto the cloud. MetaArc K5 offers low-cost public clouds all the way up to a dedicated on-premise, very high security model. A total of 4 models are provided. When an existing system is migrated to the cloud, we need to accommodate customer requests and specifications, and the customers can pick and choose the most optimal model. We also offer MetaArc Grand Design Service as well. Your existing systems can be classified by system, by service level, and security, and this is a unique Fujitsu methodology. I put together some comments and feedback from our customers that have utilized this service. We were able to shorten our assessment time. It contributed to enhancing our team skill sets. We were able to understand the work classification. So we have received many comments saying that this was quite a positive endeavor. 5-6 years ago, customers that have implemented the virtual platform, they are currently considering a cloud-first migration. And when your companies are considering such options, we do encourage you to call upon Fujitsu. Now, also on the topic of system cloud migration, we internally at Fujitsu are currently migrating 640 internal systems onto MetaArc K5. Now, Mr. Koketsu, who is leading the IT strategic team at Fujitsu, although he is appearing in video, he will explain to us some of the initiatives. Please tell us of your migration plan. 640 internal systems needed to be migrated to our new K5 cloud platform. Now, by doing so in the upcoming 5 years, we can bring down TCO by 35 billion yen. Please explain to us the implementation status. We began migration since last year, and currently more than 60 systems have been migrated onto the cloud. What are some of the benefits? There are 3 major benefits. The first benefit that we are enjoying is we have utilized autoscale and multi-tenants, and so the number of VMs have been halved. The second benefit is we have a system that is standardized, and so the infrastructure establishment time was cut down by 1/8. And the third benefit, we have an all-company-wide system for monitoring as well as automation, so operational costs have been halved, or cut down to 2/3. Now, can you explain to me what you were sensitive about? We focused on security, and we engaged in specific security levels. We also collaborated with existing data centers, and to further enhance this migration, we connected with the internal intranet network as well to provide quality as well as new functions. DevOps as well as my internal IT team worked together, and this created a very quick and rapid feedback loop. Please tell me what you're planning to do in the future. We are further going to expedite our migration onto K5, and at the same time, we will be focusing on the feedback loop, and our accumulated internal knowledge will be used as reference for our customers. Next, let me move on to the shortening of planning and evaluation time. To again advance digital transformation, we believe these are the 3 major points. One is collecting information, second is sharing knowledge and collecting ideas, and thirdly, repeating the trial and evaluation in a very short period. Now let me explain a bit more in detail of these 3 points. First, collecting information. We will offer digital transformation at the time of data collection based on work classification. Based on these themes, we will focus on success cases as well as system implementation models. The time needed for this assessment can be cut short greatly, and we can shorten the entire time to perhaps half or a quarter. Now the menu that we have to offer, starting with our most top priority needs that we hear from our customers, we have a total of 8. And many of them are on exhibit throughout the forum as well. We encourage you to take a look at these 8 offerings. Now the second point is sharing knowledge and collecting ideas. We would like to take the design approach to support this initiative. We have designers, consultants with abundant knowledge and experience, and through workshops that we will jointly host, we will be able to create a vision for our customers. And to attain this vision, what needs to be done, ideas will be shared and put together as initiatives. Such a design approach proved to be very successful with one of our customers, Mitsui Chemicals. Mitsui Chemicals Inc. in 2014 launched their new midterm plan, and in light of this, they focused on upgrading their work styles. We were fortunate to be involved in this project. 40 members from Mitsui Chemicals, as well as Fujitsu designers and consultants, got together to hold a workshop. We focused on creating a vision for what Mitsui Chemicals wanted to be in the next 3 years, and more than 400 ideas were shared. These ideas are being put into execution as we speak. Now, as an environment to host such workshops, we have renovated the Hamamatsucho showroom as a digital transformation center. The newest ICT environments can be seen, and you can have a hands-on experience of these new environments as well. This is also a place where we can have dialogue with our customers as to how we can embrace digital transformation. Now, lastly, let me touch upon shortening the process for digital transformation.
では
At MetaArc for SOE, IoT, mobile, these technologies are being utilized, and we offer a platform to do this. So, finance and manufacturing, we also offer, as means of parts, a platform for each vertical industry. By utilizing these parts in a minimum amount of time, it will be enabling you to create new systems. Let me highlight two customer examples. First of all, from Shizuoka Shimbun newspaper. Originally, the journalist had utilized a dedicated PC to enter their article, but wherever they are, speedily, they would like to send in photos as an article, and they have engaged on developing a smartphone article submission system. The article submission system, of course, convenience is important, but it required a very robust security system as well. This time, at Shizuoka Shimbun, what they have utilized is on MetaArc, the mobile suite parts that has been offered. Mobile suite, the ID management, and also authentication platform, application and contents management are fully utilized in order to offer and establish a robust security system within only 4 months. The other is Nanto Bank, a case from Nanto Bank. Nanto Bank is offering and catering to the local needs as part of the financial efforts. But as part of that, for card membership and subscribers, the member merchants information and coupon has been offered as means of O2O service. Upon the development of that, Fujitsu, as we have announced recently, a financial solution, FinPlex capability, and also FinTech Corporation NetMove application have been combined together in order to develop these solutions in a speedy manner. From cold start, scratch development, we were able to shorten the development time by 80%. And also, followingly, as Mr. Tanaka has taken through in his presentation, I would like to talk about the state-of-the-art technology. In realizing digital innovation, the newest state-of-the-art technology needs to be leveraged in order to create a point of difference with the competitors. Let me describe about AI and robot. First of all, AI, artificial intelligence. Fujitsu is offering human-centric AI called Zinrai, and we have announced an integrated brand under the technology of AI. After announcement of Zinrai, there are a lot of inquiries. Currently, we are ongoing with 130 cases, which we are pursuing as part of the business deal. And the most prioritized area is user experience. With utilizing AI technology, the customer will be able to enjoy a more comfortable experience. And the second priority was utilizing AI. The data that has been accumulated in the company will be analyzed in order to seek for operational efficiency. So centered around those two areas, there are several cases which I would like to share with you today relevant to AI. First of all, Corporation Kushi is offering the largest beauty site here in Japan called Happy Kana. There are 50,000 face image data that has been learned through deep learning. It has been taxonomized into 8 types: eyes, nose, and mouth. The parts are being analyzed, and makeup advice and tips that suits the facial and characteristics are being linked to product introduction, and finding a celebrity that identifies with these parts and what cosmetics are being utilized by these celebrities are also one of the recommendations that is enabled. Utilizing AI, more happy and more fluent user experience could be realized. And also, Fujitsu's intelligent dashboard with Microsoft voice assistant functionality Cortana has been combined together in order to develop the so-called digital assistant. Well, today, the factory capacity availability are being analyzed, and I would like to show you through a video. what appears as a digital assistant in the video, the name is Anna. Please enjoy this video.
Hello, Anna.
Hello, Mr. Ikawa.
I just want to know what's going on today. Status of the factories.
Okay. An alarm is happening in line 8 at the Shiga factory.
That's not sounds good. Focus on line 8 to see the details.
Here you are.
Okay. Show me the program of a Shiga.
Okay. Please wait a minute to figure it out. This sensor shows that the level of lighting fell below 20%.
I understand the program. I need your advice. Please advise me.
Well, I will analyze the past information. Please wait a minute. Oops, I found this sensor often has a problem with a part. Mr. Ikawa, it is better to change the sensor immediately.
Thanks for your advice.
And also, we at Fujitsu, for our own software development as part of the support service, we have utilized AI technologies. The call agent receiving inquiries with natural language entering the status. The AI learning from 80,000 cases will rank you 10 possibility as the best answer. Applying AI, the beginners of this call agent were able to solve these inquiries by twofold. And in terms of what has been introduced, AI are embedded in various technology and being fully utilized. As you can see in the exhibition this time, there are 22 items that have embedded AI. The Jindai logos are attached, so please take a note. And also robots. In terms of the communication robot that we considered, there are some seen as we foresee as a future vision that are compiled in the video. We have compressed this reel to 1/3 of its length, so we'd like to just show you the glimpse of what this video will introduce. What ladies want to opening a pottery shop and have gone to the bank to seek for its loan. And there's a robot that will help to do that. And the pottery shop has opened, and the customer has come. And in analyzing various information, the robot also have helped in bridging the customer and the store. I hope you have enjoyed. This time, we have a special designated location showing robot and what Fujitsu R&D is pursuing in areas of new robot and the future of robot with the co-creation of venture companies are being exhibited. The full version of this reels could also be enjoyed, so I hope you would be able to stop by. And last but not least, in terms of what we advocate, the concept of human-centric. I would like to just spend a few minutes on this notion. Well, we are having people as core in considering pursuing digital innovation. Well, robot and AI, how far they evolve and develop, it is humans that leverage these technology in creating values and benefits out of this. People are most important. Fujitsu are being supported by each one of our employees. Lastly, I would like to introduce few members who are supporting our Fujitsu's effort. In MetaArc, as I have described, there are communities and members participating in this open technological community. Platform software development, Mr. Kenji Kaneshige this year has been elected as a board member of the OpenStack Foundation. Out of 24 members, he is the only Japanese nationality. And also, Mr. Yoshia Eto from same department from 2014, he has been a vice chairman as Linux Foundation board and has been contributing to the development of Linux. I won't be able to describe this in detail, but in pursuing digitalization, there are major issues that confronts us, which is security, and Fujitsu is exerting a full-fledged effort to this item, especially people are where we put a lot of emphasis on. Those people who have high security skill set in the companies are certified as security meister. And there are 924 security meister certified members in our company, and the toppest rank of that is these 5 people. And also from overseas, in supporting customers, I would like to introduce a woman who supports this. The delivery center that is located at 8 places around the world, 8,000 people are supporting you in terms of your smooth IT operation. The second-tier city of Poland, Uchi, Ms. Maya can speak 7 languages in offering support to various customer base: Polish, English, French, Spanish, Italian, Swedish, and also Japanese. As means of the global support function, we would like to see more people such as her, who is very talented. And also, there are many people who are making challenges to the new areas of development, that is Tatsuya Honda. Since he was belonging to a graduate school, he has been very active in Japan Design Association in 2015. Information Technology Promotion Agency, IPA, he was one of the 7 unprecedented super creator, and he has been selected as one of the members. Mr. Honda, at the present, is working on a small hairpin size device where people with hearing disability will be able to hear with vibration and light, developing the product called antenna. So those people having hearing disability has hope in waiting for the commercialization of this product. Well, this time, antenna are also being exhibited at this exhibition. So please, again, stop by at this booth. As mentioned, there are many people and diverse members of Fujitsu, and these unique individual and powers and abilities are joined together as one in realizing the digital innovation, and we would like to make challenges with our customer. I hope that you'll be able to give us guidances and cooperation in the future. Thank you once again for your kind attention. Thank you.